Hi, I'm Franki and this is my dream. Heal the world, write the book and sell the story. Problem is, the world's falling apart. I can't seem to finish any stories and nobody has any money. Cajun country, Louisiana. Weather, murky with a splash of danger. Mood, zen with a sprinkle of spice. Let's go see what we can find. Here we are with Butch, the legend of the Cajun swamps. Butch, how does one become a Cajun?
Well, the old people say you can become Cajun one of three ways. First off is by the blood. Your mama and your daddy or both are Cajun, you're automatically a Cajun. The other is by the ring. You marry a Cajun, you honorarily become a Cajun. And of course, there's by the back door, which means you move down into this area, you adapt to the Cajun lifestyle, and you already become a Cajun.
So the Cajun life's quite simple, would you say? A simple life?
Yeah, well, you see, for instance, I grew up on a Cajun farm. I was born poor. I milked cows in the morning. I wore one pair of pants all week for school, and when I got home from school, I had to take that pair of pants off and wear my rags. Okay? But we didn't think we were poor. I'd come out here and fish and hunt all day, camp out on the weekends, and never thought about having money for video games or having some money to go to the movie house or anything. This was it. So Cajun lifestyle is having very little and being happy with it. That's pretty much the joie de vivre, the joy of life we have. We're high on life.
What do you think the world needs to make it a better place?
Well, more green space, more places afford us to go back to what our roots originally came from. At one time, we were living in caves, and everything was green. Now our populations have skyrocketed. We're living in cities of over 1 million people, and we're all jumbled together, and this causes pressure, and this causes stress, and you get relief when you go into space. You go into an area that you don't see somebody for a few hours. You sit on the beach and watch the waves come in and get lulled by the lullaby of the ocean. Or you walk into the woods and you can't see very far, but you're under the trees and there are squirrels or birds or nothing, in fact, no airplanes, no cars, and you can just mellow.
Why do you think it's changed so much? Why have we complicated everything?
Materialistic things. I mean, you have a job, you earn money, you buy a car, you take a trip, but everything boils down to getting enough to eat, clothes on your back, and shelter, someplace to live. And those are the three basics of life. Everything else is just extra. And I think today we're such a materialistic society that we forget that some people don't have enough to eat, don't have enough clothes, or don't have enough shelter.
And here's living proof. Look, he doesn't have enough to eat, doesn't have any clothes, and doesn't have any shelter.
And I think if the world would concentrate on getting those people to where they can get these things for themselves, not give, but show them how to get food from their country or get food from the ocean and feed themselves and take care of themselves, they would be a lot happier and we would feel a lot better for giving this. If I had one thing to say to the world as to what I would like to see, would be people to listen to each other and to think about the other point of view from that person. Because sometimes we're very narrow-minded people and we don't
I think I might suffer from that condition.
think about the other person's perspective and think ours is right, where you might learn something from somebody else, whether they be the lowliest person in the world or the greatest person in the world.
What else did I find in Cajun country, Louisiana? I found a really good deal. Probably the best deal in the world. Ta-da! Buy one, get 11 free. I also found free Louisiana coffee, free Louisiana smiles, and free Louisiana cats. Here we are with some Cajun cats, or alligator food. So if the ingredients to making the world a better place are having very little and being happy, then what about the people who have a lot and are very happy? Will those littles and lots ever meet? As Charles Corot once said, the everyday kindness of the back roads more than makes up for the act of greed in the headlines, and I think that just might be true. So maybe somehow, some season, someday, everything will all make sense, and hope will win the war over doubt. Hello everyone. Today I met Butch, the swamp man. Butch took me on a swamp tour and he taught me how to live off the land, how to get back to nature, and how to be resourceful, which is all the key ingredients to living a healthy, natural, and successful life. I will try to apply these rules. Good night.